Today, I want to bring y'all a little bit of a different concept. I simply want to share with you guys a feeling that we all get during this process. See, the path of success is not easy. And then oftentimes we tell ourselves that it's not easy. We tell ourselves that it's going to be hard, but we don't really prepare ourselves for those hard moments. We think, look, if I start a business, I know I'm gonna have up and downs. I'm gonna have highs and lows, and that's okay. What we don't understand or what we don't prepare for is the fact that there's going to be days where you really doubt yourself. There's going to be days where you're gonna feel down. You're going to feel like nothing's working. You're going to feel like you're plateaued. And I'll be honest with you, bro. Today was one of those days for me. See, I still got up in the morning. I still knew I had things to do. And I went and I hit my workout session. And I'll be frank with you, I wasn't at my 100%. I was in my mind. I was doubting things. I had negative thoughts. Things came up and I wasn't 100. And I started to think to myself, man, I'm really going through a low moment right now. I'm feeling down. I'm feeling like it's not working, or maybe everything that I'm doing is not really meaningful, or it's not coming fast enough. And all these bad thoughts come up and it puts you down. And what you learn to realize is that these are feelings, right? This is not the truth. This is not reality. It's all in your head. When these thoughts come up, you got to realize the difference between reality and just thoughts or emotion or feelings. And the feeling was that I'm doing a lot, but I'm not being rewarded for it. I'm doing a lot, but I'm not seeing the progress. I'm putting all this effort, but I don't see the results. Now, the reality is that every single day, there's a small win. I still got up when I didn't feel like it. I still went to the gym when I didn't feel 100%. I still put in the work when I didn't want to. Those are the real wins. And that's reality. Because once you start doing that, and once you realize the difference between reality and emotions, you can finally put in hard work when you don't feel like doing it. See, there's this thing called a compounding effect. You're not going to see results today. You're not going to see results tomorrow. Probably not in a month. But every single day that you do something progressively towards a goal, whatever that may be, it's going to slowly start to compound. See, writers, when they're writing a book and they start on their first page, they might take days or weeks to even get started on that first page. They might have one letter, one word on that first page, and it gets frustrating. Now, let's say they write a first page and then they get stuck. And then they write 2 pages and 3 pages. And you don't see a book yet. You don't even see a chapter yet. You only have 3 pages. But after a month or 2 of constant effort, it starts to compound. And those 2 to 3 pages become a chapter. And that chapter becomes half a book. Half a book becomes an entire book. And now it becomes a series. And so on. See, it's a compounding effect, and you have to trust the process. Now, what do you do with these feelings when they come up? How do you feel? You may ask me, Juancho, but bro, if I feel sad, if I feel depressed, if I don't feel like doing something, or I don't see the success and I'm feeling down, how am I supposed to keep going? See, the thing is that it's hard. And you have to understand that it's going to be hard. Now, you can't only rely on your own strength, right? You might be religious, you might not, might be Christian, Catholic, atheist, whatever you want, right? You don't have to be religious. But the truth is, you have to rely and understand that there's an infinite power. Let's call it that. An infinite power. And you have to know that this infinite power, it could be the future. It could be your future self. It could be God. It could be whatever you want to call it. But there's something out there calling your name. And for the purpose of this video, let's call it your future self. See, your future self is sitting out there, and it has infinite power, infinite possibilities of success. And you have to ask and rely on that infinite power and know there's something out there, and I need to get there. I have to pursue it. I will pursue it. I will get there. I will make it happen. Because if you see yourself in the future with all these accomplishments, if you see yourself accomplishing your goals, meeting your standards, being a better you, and that is your burning desire, your obsession, trust me, your brain is going to adapt to that. Your brain's going to figure out ways to make it happen. Your brain is literally a machine that you can use, and your brain does not know between real or fake. And it's all dependent on the thoughts that you put into it. See, there's so much more power to the brain and to the subconscious that we don't understand. Our subconscious is naturally guided, and it's naturally forcing us to accomplish our goals, no matter what. So if we're feeling down and depressed, and now we keep telling ourselves, I'm failing, it's not working, it's not going to work, what's going to happen is that you drill that into your subconscious, and without knowing it, your brain's going to act on it, and it's going to find answers for you to accomplish that. So in essence, if you tell yourself you're going to fail, your subconscious and your brain is going to figure out a way for you to fail, and it will happen. Now, let's switch it around. On the other end of the spectrum, if you rely on your infinite power and you tell yourself, look, it's a part of the process. I'm feeling down. I will get there. This is just another roadblock. This is just a part of me becoming successful, means to go through this pain. But I will get there no matter what. What's going to happen is that your brain's going to figure out ways. It's going to start developing ideas, thoughts, a path to make it happen. You might think I'm crazy, but the thing is that it really does work. When you set your mind to something, things become reality. You start to materialize your thoughts, your mind, your desires, your goals, whatever it is that you want to accomplish. And when you're having these negative thoughts, these negative feelings, you need to ask this infinite power for help. You need to rely on it. You need to remind yourself what you're doing and why you're doing it for. You need to remember your goal and realize that, hey, it's not going to happen overnight. It's a part of the process. It's just as simple as that. Realizing that it's a part of the process. It's not just as part of the moment. Don't give up. Because let me tell you something. I can guarantee you failure. I will guarantee that you fail. And all you have to do is one thing. Just stop trying. I promise you, you will fail. That'll be the only success that you have. You will succeed at failing. I can't guarantee success, but I promise you, the more times that you fail, the greater the possibility of success. Think about that. Maybe you have to fail 10 times, but that 11th, maybe that's your success. Maybe that's when you finally make it. But see, every time that you fail, that's a painful process. You have to understand and learn to cope with that pain. Pain is not a bad thing. It's growth. Every time that you feel pain, every time that you fail, every time that you feel down, that's growth. But only if you continue pushing through. See, you have to push through all your efforts. You have to break through walls. And some of those walls means that when you're feeling down, when you're feeling depressed, when you don't believe in yourself, and you look back and say, stop. This is a part of the process. I'm going to keep going no matter what, no matter how I'm feeling. Believe me, your mindset's going to shift just like this. Why? Because those feelings are not reality. They're just that, feelings. The reality is that you're working towards a goal, and slowly but surely it's starting to materialize even though you don't see it physically. But it's a compounding effect. Little by little, every small win is going to compound into a successful outcome. See, this morning, when I was feeling down, I was feeling like nothing was working, and I was feeling like, man, like I'm doing all of this, but it seems like it's for nothing. I sat in my car for about 5 minutes. I turned off the music, and I looked up because I am religious, and I looked up at the sky, and I said, God, I still got up. I didn't fail myself. Because I made a promise to myself that I would be at the gym every day and I would put in the work every single day. And even though I was feeling down, I have developed a habit to be at the gym. It's part of who I am. And when I finished my workout, even though I wasn't 100%, I looked at myself and I said, okay, I'm feeling down, but guess what? I still showed up. I still put in the effort. I still got my workout in. I still got my body moving. So that in itself is a win. I simply grew today. Today I became a better man by just doing that one thing. But see, I would not have realized that if I let my emotions take over and dictate the rest of my day. If I would have let my emotions guide me, I would have probably not gotten up. I would not have worked out. Maybe I wouldn't even have thought about the strength I have internally. And I would have been depressed all day, thinking that I'm a failure. But instead, I still got up when I didn't want to. And I just sat there and I relied on my infinite power, which for me is God. So I relied on Him. I relied on that strength. And as soon as I finished and I drove home, something in me shifted and said, you know what, Juancho? We're going to keep pushing. Because it's just a feeling. It's just part of the process. And we're winning every single day. And we're going to sit here and figure out what the hell to do to make sure that we continue moving forward. Because it's all about that. Moving forward. Even if it's one step at a time, that's still progress. I promise you, if you take one step every 5 minutes, eventually you will walk a mile. It doesn't matter how slow you go. You will walk a mile eventually. Now, you dictate that pace. You're the one that dictates how fast do you want to go. Let me tell you this. At the end of the day, we don't live forever. Unfortunately, we have a limited amount of time on this earth. And it's what we do with our time that makes a difference. See, instead of being depressed, being down, being sad, and living in doubt, I decided to use that time that I was going to use doing that to better myself. Soon as I got home, I took a sheet of paper and I wrote down I am a disciplined man. Why did I write that down? Because I still showed up to the gym and I reinforced my subconscious that I am a disciplined man, that I am a man of my word, that I don't fail myself when life gets hard. I wrote that down in bold and I underlined it. And I proceeded to write a to-do list. Even though I know exactly what I have to do today, I wrote it down because I needed to physically see it. And on that to-do list, I rearranged every task from top to bottom and in an order of importance. And not just importance for the day. What must I do today that will bring the most benefit to my success? And I read that list about 3 times. And I told myself, I need to do this. I don't care if I'm feeling down. I don't care if I'm tired. I don't care if I'm feeling depressed. I will handle this because every win matters. Every win, every accomplishment that I do, even if it's on a daily basis, will compound into my future success. So yes, it's going to be difficult, dude. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not gonna bullshit you. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you, hey man, it's gonna be a walk in the park. Hell no, dude. It never is. It never will. This path is not for everybody, but everybody can walk the path. Look, bro, life works in mysterious ways. That infinite power works in mysterious ways. Because your future self, one way or another, that man, he made it. That man built himself up. That man got success. How he did it? That's not the question. The question is, how are you going to become that man? Are you going to sit there and simply imagine yourself being successful? Are you going to imagine yourself driving that nice car, having the house, maybe retiring your parents, being physically fit? Or are you going to do something about it? See, when it comes to the subconscious, yes, it's very, very important to teach your subconscious who you are as a man. But until you start doing something about it, your subconscious is just gonna sit there and tell you, here are your options. And you have to act on it. Once your subconscious is trained to think positively and think about your future and start developing a path towards creating that success, you're going to come up with ideas. You're going to come up with a plan. You're going to see openings. Opportunities are going to start showing up to your life. Life is literally going to meet you halfway. But it's only going to meet you halfway. You have to put in that other 50%. You have to actually take action. See, if you sit there and believe that you're going to be successful, you know that you're going to be successful, and all of a sudden you're walking your days, but you're not doing anything about it, the thoughts that come up in your mind, your ideas of success, you might come up with a business plan. You might come up with a way to save money. Maybe, let's say your goal is to save up for a car. And that's your biggest desire, to save up for a car. And you realize, and your mind starts working, your mind starts developing a path. If I don't go out and spend money on chips and dips and all this stuff that's unnecessary for your daily life or for your consume. So now you have a path. Now you have an idea on how to make that money. But then you go to the grocery store, and while you're at the grocery store and you see that bag of chips or you see that bottle of soda or whatever that you don't need in your diet, yet you still get it. So everything that you just did was worthless. It was pointless. You just wasted your time. You wasted your subconscious effort. But it's not just about that. Because even though your subconscious told you what to do, gave you a path, gave you a clear vision of what needed to be done, you still failed and continued to be on your bad habits, continued to do exactly what you usually do. Now, here's the catch, and here's the worst aspect of that, harsh truth. By doing that, you just told your subconscious that you're a failure because you just failed yourself. And every time that you fail yourself, your brain records that. It's astonishing once you start to realize how your brain and your subconscious works. Because the minute that you fail yourself and your brain records that, and then you develop a habit of doing it, something worse even happens. You're not gonna believe it. When your brain starts to record it, your brain and your subconscious stops believing in you. Stops believing that you can do something. And eventually, now you become that person. Now you become the person that tells yourself, I can't do this. I'm not a fit person. I don't ever accomplish anything. I don't deserve to be wealthy. I don't deserve to be successful. And all this happens because of small fails every single day. Every single day that you don't keep your word to yourself. Every time that you set goals and you don't accomplish them. And this is exactly why you need to show up even when you don't feel like it. Even when you're feeling down. Even when you're feeling depressed. When you feel like nothing's working. You need to rely on that infinite power and make sure that you are the man you're wanting to become. Make sure that you continue to do anything, regardless whether it rains, hails, or storms, whether you're tired, whether you're hungry. You have to continue to push forward. Build a better you. Eventually, it's going to become easier. Obviously not at first. At first, you might feel down and sad. Yes, this morning for me, it was brutal. I was feeling so down, bro. But it only took me but 15 minutes of realization of who I was. Everything kicked into second gear. I said, hey man, nah, this is not me. This is the old me trying to pull me back into my old habits. It's the old me trying to drag me back into who I was before, into the person who always quit on himself, into the person that doubted himself, into the person that never accomplished anything, that had nothing to go or nothing to live for himself. That's who was trying to pull me back. I simply turned around and I ignored it. And I relied on my infinite power, on my future self, on God, on the person I'm trying to become. Yes, I am trying to become that person. But mentally, I'm him already. I am him. And I do everything that person does. Because for me, my future self is disciplined. My future self works hard, puts in relentless effort. My future self has unbreakable belief in himself. And that's who I am. I am him. I am becoming that man. Through every action that I take, every single action that I take builds the empire that's in my head. Even if it's one step at a time. You have to continue to tell yourself that you are that person, that you are becoming that man who you want to be, who you are destined to become. Look, man, if this message hit you, please share it with somebody. There's many people out there that feel down and have highs and lows. And sometimes they just need a reminder that there's a better them out there. There's a better them waiting for them to take action. Hoping that they stop quitting one day. Because the minute you stop quitting, that's when you start accumulating wins. And the more you accumulate wins, it's just gonna compound into something much bigger. Maybe bigger than you could ever have imagined. Make sure to hit like and comment down below what your goals are and what are you trying to do to accomplish those goals. Stop giving up on yourself and stop relying on your feelings, bro. Peace.